Alright, hey Mr. Suhu. So our first learning target, we're explaining imaginary numbers. So imaginary numbers are used a lot for like engineering and like using different types of voltage and things like that. And I is equal to the square root of -1, and I squared is equal to -1. Alright, Mr. Suhu, this is how you solve a system of a nonlinear equation. So you start with 2x squared minus 3 equals y plus 5x, and y equals -3x minus 3. So you substitute in 2x minus 3 equals -3x minus 3 for y plus 5x squared, and you add 3 to each side, get 2x squared equals -3x plus 5x. You subtract -2x squared from each side, which is going to give you 3x squared minus 3x equals 0. A is 3, B is -3, and C is 0. So we use the quadratic formula and we plug it in, and we get 3 plus the square root of 9 over 6. And then we break it down to 3 plus 3 over 6 equals 1. And 3 minus 3 over 6 equals 0. And then we go back to use the y equals -3x minus 3 equation, and we plug in f of 1 equals -3 times 1 minus 3, and that equals -6. And f of 0, -3 times 0 minus 3 equals -3. And these are our two final answers. So that's how you solve the system of a nonlinear equation. I'm Mr. Suhu. For our next learning target, we've got real life examples. So the range of a broadcast signal is bounded by a circle given the equation x squared plus y squared equals 1600. A straight highway can be modeled by the equation y equals 1/3 x plus 30. Where are the signals being reached? Alright, so we got x squared plus y squared equals 1600, and we have y equals x plus 3. So we're going to substitute in x plus 3 for y squared, so we get x squared plus x plus 3 times x plus 3 equals 1600. And then we multiply it all out, and we get x squared plus x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9 equals 1600. We subtract 9 from each side to get 2x squared plus 6x equals 1591. Subtract 1591 from each side to get 2x squared plus 6x minus 1591 equals 0. We got our a, our b, and our c now. And we plug that into the quadratic equation. So it turns out to be -6 plus or minus 112.98 over 4. And then we do the plus and minus and divide, and we get 29.745 and -26.745. So our final answer would be the signal will reach from mile -26.745 to mile 29.745. Alright, so I thought the life lesson that you did in class was very cool. It was interesting to learn about people who have completely different lives than us and have just completely different mindsets, and they have to deal with a whole new set of problems that we never think we have. So it kind of opened my eyes to think about what real problems are and how people can overcome things that might even seem impossible. So I enjoyed the life lesson a lot, Mr. Shu.